Hello, everyone. I really wanted to get this video out. I don't do videos in the dark or at night, but, but this one I wanted to talk about. I should have my light like above here, but but you can still see me. So I was just taken aback, maybe, or intrigued, possibly. He mentioned that he was getting a power wheelchair for his mother, and which is great. However, he mentioned he hadn't realized how fearful she was of the idea of getting a power wheelchair, and that's it's a good topic to talk about if you are a new person, if you're going from a manual wheelchair to a power wheelchair, or if you're going into a power wheelchair for the first time and you're just really scared of the whole idea. I have to say that there's no reason for you to be fearful of a power wheelchair. First of all, the people behind the power wheelchair who spend hours and hours in the factory creating these power wheelchairs have made it in a way that it is safe, that it is strong, that it has the tools on it that you need, because they really want you to get the help that you need and the support, and that the wheelchair is tailored to you. So, yes, it has a motor, and sometimes a motor for each wheel, and then it has the battery or the batteries, depending if they did a motor or a battery for each wheel. But, there is no reason to fear a power wheelchair. They are safe. They are not going to explode. They're not bombs. Okay. That's the term I used when I was, I chose to be in an assisted living, and the staff members wanted to keep my wheelchair always outside of my room. And I said, no can do, because if there's an emergency or whatever and I need to get out of my room, I need the wheelchair near me. So it doesn't make sense to put it outside of my room. So, so this is about, wheelchairs today are made in a very safe way. And all you have to do is plug it in overnight, so it recharges its batteries or battery. So, and it is completely safe. As I was saying to the staff that were working with me, I said, this is a power wheelchair, not a bomb. All its wires and connections are tied up safely, and it's not going to spark. It's not going to do any of that. It's been tested over and over and over again so that the person who receives this chair is going to be safe, because obviously they want to continue to sell their products. So if they don't make a safe product, people are not going to buy, any more of their products. So it is vital that you know that power wheelchairs are very safe. And I've been using one for 3 years now, and I haven't had any problems whatsoever. I plug it in every evening, and I can go to sleep like a little baby, and not a problem. The batteries are contained in a very special case, and there's no reason for it to spark, or unless something happened to the motor, or something damaged it. But otherwise, power wheelchairs are safe. So, they're all the screws are tight and the battery's in there correctly. So I want to invite you to try the wheelchair. And it's a matter of getting used to it. And there's a lot of questions out there when you're getting a power wheelchair for the first time. Well, what if, how am I going to control this thing? How am I going to drive it, And the big answer there is to put it on turtle. Put it on the slowest speed, which we call turtle. So turn the knob all the way down. And that way it's going so slow that's not a problem. And then once you get used to it, you can speed it up a little until you feel comfortable getting around, your home and going outside. So it is a matter of a little bit of training and also steering around objects like chairs and people. So it's a question of getting used to it. Just like, driving a car, driving a bicycle, you have to practice a little bit until you feel confident that you can go through that puddle, you can go through that, you can go around that corner and not lose your balance. In a power wheelchair, you're never going to lose your balance because it's got 4 wheels or 6 wheels and it'll never tip over. So I really want to instill confidence in everyone in regards to their power wheelchair, because the power wheelchair is a very important tool, and it's going to give life to you. It's going to give independence, and it's just a matter of you getting to know your power wheelchair and your power wheelchair getting to know you. Literally, it's a relationship. I take my power wheelchair in about once a year to get it checked. Or if anything seems a little off, I'll call the garage and they'll, set me up with an appointment. And I'll come in and they'll say, "Hey, Lisa, how you doing?" And, they'll check my chair. I need to take it in, because my batteries are way over. Batteries last from 1 to 2 years, and I'm in my 3rd year, folks. So I've stretched it a little too far. So I really need to go in and get this priced and checked and all that kind of stuff. And so, but I really, if you have any questions or any concerns about the power wheelchair, post them down below, and I'll be happy to answer them in terms of, what kind of training do I need? What kind of things do I need to get used to? And the biggest one is, the driving around and plugging in at night before you go to bed. Those are the 2 things. That's it. The wheelchair does the rest for you. So, it's a matter of being excited and being happy that this power wheelchair is going to give you independence. You're going to get around better. And, your family might be able to get a van, which will be able to pick you up in the wheelchair and take you places. And, it'll be great. And you'll have a ton of adventures out there, and all due to the power wheelchair. So, again, post your questions down below. I'm hoping that, all those people who are receiving power wheelchairs are testing out their vehicle. And if you have any concerns or any questions or doubts, put them down below, and we can all talk about it and put in our experiences and how we can give you support. So that's all I had to say. Those 2 things: getting used to driving around with your little joystick and plugging it in at night, and you're good to go the next morning. So anyway, don't fear subscribing either to subscribe to this channel. I always cover topics or do some research about power wheelchairs and manual wheelchairs, or I do them both at the same time. And I love to get information to all of you so that you have, you can't take your physical therapist with you home. So here we try to put on as much information in terms of, using it and not using it, how to keep it clean, all that kind of stuff that the therapist might not have time, or the doctor certainly didn't have time. So, so here you can get some extra information, and we hope that it's helpful, and that you enjoy your manual wheelchair to the hilt, and you enjoy your power wheelchair to the hilt. So feel free to subscribe so you can get more information each week. If you haven't been to my channel before, I have a schedule in which I cover wheelchair users and caregivers on Mondays. I cover a reflection about using wheelchairs on Wednesdays. And on Fridays, I cover wheelchair tech Fridays. And so I cover technology on Fridays. It's kind of fun. Some things I don't understand myself, but in the research, we all learn together. So this Friday is going to be a little fun. I'm going to be talking about batteries, and I learned a few things myself. So feel free to like as well, because it helps spread the videos throughout YouTube so other people can find the video and benefit from them. So take care, stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.